Morning, folks. So it'll be interesting to see if, given how busy it is, they cleaned up the bridge. Been a while, a good couple of weeks actually, since the last time we were here on the bridge. Very busy. And today will be interesting, whether here or a little later at Horse Guards, because it's been a while since I was out on a Sunday. Got the photos for donations guy. Good luck with getting a photo and not making a donation. It's a smart way to circumvent the rule, so he's got that under control. But honestly, it looks to me as though the bridge has been cleaned up, which is a great thing because we've still got quite a way to go until tourist season's finished. Another month, I would say. Almost back to normal, guys, by the way, despite my still somewhat horsey tone. Physically, back to normal, fixed. That is a glorious, regardless of scammers or no scammers, view, is it not? Magnificent. Yes, guys, the water is a soupy pea green colour, which is a little depressing. Just while we were not holding the Olympics in the Thames as they did in Paris, because there is no way anybody would be happy swimming in there. I'm pretty sure of that. However, that said, interesting enough, I was in Hyde Park yesterday afternoon, and there were people swimming in the Serpentine. You know, they have that sort of slightly private area that's kind of, what's the word, not bollard, buoys, those floating buoys that they have, separating that part of the Serpentine from the rest. Interesting to see that, actually. I mean, I could not imagine wanting to jump in. It might be reasonably clean, however, and this is the interesting thing, there are ducks and swans and wildlife everywhere. So, I mean, if they're sort of living and using that as their bathing and lavatory facilities, there is no way on earth that water can be super pure. So yeah, I guess you could swim in it, but ingesting of it, you're probably not going to have a lot of fun between the hospital and home. Did get eyeballed by the guys selling nuts down there. They're not supposed to be here. Just as this very cheeky lady, they're unlicensed. This van, folks, will get moved on really soon. Wouldn't surprise me at all if the dude on the left here is the spotter. Phone at the ready, just in case they see somebody coming across, police, licensing officials, whatever, council people, to close down and move on the ice cream van. There were a few of those vans that were seized actually a couple of weeks ago. It was all over the news here in London. That's County Hall, guys. It's been a while actually since we walked this far over the bridge. We're pretty much close to the South Bank. I mean, another 50 odd footsteps and we would be officially south of the river. Not my favourite part of London, I must say. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but there's a reason people pay lots of money to live on the northern side of the river. It's not really a lot of difference, to be honest, with Paris. However, when you're this far back and you turn the camera, you get it all in. Look at that. If I pan it a teeny bit, we can get pretty much 99% of the Palace of Westminster. And what a sight, eh? Except for E15 or ES18 Jam, the ghastly ice cream van. But hey, I mean, I do admire the fact that opportunistic folks decide to come out and make a few pounds. I mean, that's a cash business and probably makes an absolute fortune, I would think. I've also noticed that there are no prices listed on any of the products at all. Look, no prices. Like ice creams and everything else, but nowhere is there a single price listed anywhere on the van. So I'm guessing they probably have two-tier pricing. Maybe people that know, i.e. Londoners, people that know that you're going to pay X pounds for this or that, or a couple of pounds for an ice lolly, vis-a-vis foreign tourists that arrive and are charged fundamentally whatever they want. Look at these yummy hot dogs, look at that. I mean, they actually do look tasty, I'm not going to lie, folks, and they smell really, really, really good. Cash businesses for the win. This bro looked at me, I'm going to make a joke with him, I'm not from the council. It smells so good though, the smell of the nuts. Yummy. Very nice smell. Oh, we've got someone else doing the pictures. She takes your picture, and then you hope, or she hopes you're going to donate some cash, etc. Just like the other guy doing it at the other end. Very pleasant stroll, actually, across the bridge today. Very, very relaxed. Yes, it's busy, but it's not completely solid. We're actually able to walk as opposed to jostle our way across. That'll be our last little shot of the Palace of Westminster and the clock tower. Isn't it wonderful, guys? Look at that against the blue sky this morning. When I woke up and saw the weather, I thought, you know what? I should have a day off, but I will have a day off after I've shot my video. All of you lovely people. And to be honest, if I'm completely frank, a large part of it was me feeling melancholic, because, as we know, ladies and gents, today is the last full day for the Blues and Royals. Yeah. Hopefully they might bring out a couple of horses we didn't see since Friday. I mean, I'm quite optimistic. But there's only one way to find out, isn't there, realistically, and that's to get ourselves over there ASAP, whilst trying to not get run over by this guy in his line bike. Ah! I should have dared him. I should have just stayed there to see what happens. Would he have mowed me down and destroyed today's video, or arguably improved it, actually, if he could have ended it quickly? The look, though, of amazement and wonder on the face of tourists is something I really get. I have the same thought the second I see the Eiffel Tower. Doesn't matter how many times you've seen it, it's still like, wow. So I do get how they are so enthusiastic and happy about seeing like that girl, about seeing the Elizabeth Tower. Oh, there we go. $11:30, folks. Good timing, actually. In fact, superlative timing. Morning inspection will be over. Tourist throngs will either have come through the gate or left via the gate. And, most importantly of all, arguably, most importantly of all, it will have settled down a bit. So we hopefully will have a chill, very chill hour, give or take, with the horses. One never knows. The problem that we have today, or the variable that we have today that didn't exist yesterday, is the guard change at the palace. If that were a normal change, and I have no reason to believe it, it would not have been this morning. That's obviously going to be the next issue. That guard change is going to be bringing lots of people from the palace along the Mall to horseguards as ever, which is rather unfortunate, or fortunate, depending on which way you look at it. I mean, unfortunate if you're a horse, fortunate if you're a viewer. We won't be going via the phone box today because there's no point. What we will do is cut straight round the corner past the tube station. Ta-da! Oh, just about to cross. Probably not the smartest move. Okay, now I'm going to cross. Wow. It's magnificent. It is magnificent. I shouldn't jest. Nice to have a little bit of space here, in fact. This being the place where everybody runs to when it rains. So much more bearable and orderly than yesterday. Massive difference. In fact, you wouldn't even believe it's the same tourist season, would you? But we are simply one day ahead. Nice timing with me actually walking through the queue. Oopsie. every single strategic point, somebody's pointing a camera somewhere. Oh, she just realised that that's the exit, not the entrance. They've got a curious one-way system in that supermarket, which funnels people through past 2 security guards to prevent, well, it's a visual deterrent for people thinking about shoplifting and running away. It's pretty smart, to be honest. Shoplifting from that little Tesco supermarket and legging it is pretty much impossible. So whoever thought that little system up did well. In fact, it's actually really, really busy in terms of people waiting to cross, and the central green. It's Westminster Abbey behind us, guys, in the distance. I'm hoping Whitehall will be fairly quiet today. It should be. I mean, Sunday is typically the quietest day of the week, but I'm actually noticing, at least in this part of Whitehall, there are more people out and about here than there were yesterday. What's that all about? Oh, it's red, so we're going to have to wait a moment, ladies and gents, alas. Choice of languages, blue. I didn't think blue was a language. Is blue an actual language? Oh, the bus driver's like, get out of the way, son. Wait, small problem with squeezing through the tourists here. Thanks. Oh, banana man. The biggest problem here actually is not that there's not enough space for everyone to move, but there are so many people that have push-chairs, prams, strollers, whatever you want to call them, and just stop, completely oblivious to the fact there's other people behind them. Okay, here is our moment, and over we go. Ta-da! Right, that's better, isn't it? That'll be our one picture of a bro with the phone box, or as what he's often called, the brone box. Oh, I'm going to be in the back of her picture. Let's just look. Hi. She made her laugh. She tried not to. I should have just stood there actually, guys, and I pulled my top off. The light reflection from the whiteness of my pasty white boy chest would have acted as a natural flash, enhancing a photograph. Oh God, why did I go this way through the crowd? Okay, that's better. And back in. I would guess we've got probably 3 more weeks tops of tourist season. We'll start to see by next weekend the numbers will have already dropped off. By the weekend after, dropped off a lot. The second that a zillion foreign students arrive in London, take up their places, and then most British kids at the end of September leave to take up their university places, that is it. Game over, people. I meant actually to open this video on a different point. Very sad, and I'm being serious, very sad to hear about the death of the great, truly great actually, last of the great, arguably, French actors, Alain Delon. Yeah, real shame in fact. The Samurai was an amazing film. Makes me feel old actually when I think about actors like Alain Delon. People that I watched in my youth. I'm not worrying too much yet though. Once we've lost Stallone, Schwarzenegger, etc., then I'll start to worry and really feel old. Maybe another 20 years, fingers crossed. Gosh, it's busier than yesterday here, look at it. Oh, hello. I do wonder what they're all hoping to see when they stop here. It's also quite interesting because I'm young enough, sorry, yeah, I mean, it depends actually which way you look at it, young and old enough simultaneously. To remember when there were no gates here at Downing Street, you could actually just stride in and get a picture right outside the house. Although it might seem a bit harsh that we've got this, good luck getting this close to the Elysee Palace. There's an absolute small army of gendarmes always saying, even if you're staying in that little secure district, always asking and eyeballing you, where are you going, where are you staying, blah blah blah. Or of course getting this close to the Kremlin. To the walls, yes. The Kremlin itself, the inner sanctum, there's no chance at all. So we're still quite transparent and accessible here, even Buckingham Palace. I mean, you might well be stuck at the front gates holding onto the railings, but in terms of the actual distance from you standing at the front holding those railings to whoever's inside is not actually a considerable distance in international terms. So this way to go through. See, look, I'm being really polite today, guys. Waiting for the ladies to come through. That's it, ladies, take your time. As long as I get through by Christmas, it's all good. Next stop, horseguards. It looks like they've actually reopened the roads and normalised traffic here. The bus stops have been reopened. They've removed the closed signs, which I guess is a good thing, unless you're a horse. It means that if there is a lot of people, there won't be a spillage and overflow into the road. Imagine we get there, folks, and Ormond is there. Surprise. That's only ever happened once. That was last month when we got there that morning. And he was the first horse out, looking super chipper. Massive surprise. I can't really see that happening anytime soon, to be honest. It would make sense to me if they're holding back Ormond, Raden, maybe a couple of the other nipper-ish horses, Trinity, Tyranny, Lifeguard horse, etc. Just because after that nip, which was a tourist fault, not the horses, it's not good when a negative event goes global like that. It really is not good at all in any way. Why? Because if it keeps happening, more people are going to turn up and challenge the horses. You know what I mean? We saw it before. People that think they can be, faster than the horse. So it's actually a great move by HCAV, I think, to hold those ones back for just a couple more weeks, and then put them back on duty when peak tourist season is over, when things settle down. When, yes, there will be some minutes that get close and rightly get bidden, but it won't be really bad, the optics won't look dreadful, and life will go on. Okay, so at this end we've got the same trooper that we had in this box yesterday. I'm 90% certain it was at the same time. Yeah, same trooper at the same time. Pretty sure it is. Let's have a look at the other end. 15-20 minutes, give or take, until the change. Wait, exactly 20. Okay, so we arrived and people are touching the horse. Guess she didn't bother to read the sign on the wall just behind her. Interesting. I was so tempted then, guys, to say do not see the sign, but it's not fair. I don't, it really is not fair for reasons I just debated and discussed yesterday, to be getting in people's faces. Unless, of course, it's a major intentional disrespect, or kind of group organised disrespect that we can't be having. Okay, which trooper is it? Let's see. Oh. Now they've left the doors open. They haven't just opened them because we've got a long time until the changeover. Good to see the doors are open. It's not really hot, guys, but it is pretty warm, so the horse is probably liking the breeze on his bum. For the moment, it's the best we can do. I'll try and move forward slowly as I can as people move out the way. Oh, careful, chap, careful. I think that's going to be the best strategy, guys. Sort of slowly push our way in. But hello to the horse. Oh, now they're fighting. The horses are fighting. Excuse me, please. Actually, this trooper was here yesterday as well. I like this guy. He's got a real stern face. Oh.
तू भी वीडियो ले ले
And if happy faces, guys, what do we think?
मैं से सेल्फी ले लेते हैं
And the bad news, guys, is that at the other end, the horse is getting a lot of attention. Not the kind of attention we want to be capturing on film, curiously. We will get at least 10 minutes of the other horse before it swaps over, because that will be all we'll get of that horse, and then we'll have 2 new troopers out in give or take 18 minutes. See what happens here first. Oh, yep, just pushing. Don't worry about the lady that's already there getting her picture taken. No problem. Oh, and another one. That's it. Awkward.
No toques nada.
Ah. Interesting. Hey, can I ask what that means? Do you speak English? Ah, okay, sorry. Guys, do we know what that means? No toques nada. I guess it means you're not allowed to touch or don't touch. That's quite interesting. He was very stern in his command to his partner or friend there. No toques nada. It's got to be don't touch, no? Surely. Bing bong. That's the exact 45 bell. Trooper is very stern today, in fact, which is good. I think he's like a recoiled viper, waiting for somebody to touch his horse. And he's going to scream super loudly. That's my money's on that. If it happens, if it happens.
One neck, walk.
הנה, כל הילדות האלו לא מפחדות, בין 16 מפחדות.
They were, I've got the picture of the morning.
Смотри, это королевская гвардия, сейчас я тебе хочу показать, вот смотри.
So if I was just listening to the conversation, one second, the guy's having his friend on the video call next to me.
Гвардия, короче, королевы, здесь они, с короля. Он даже не моргает, короче.
One second, if he finishes next to him, I'll ask him. I think Karolevsky is, Karolev is a castle. Oh, damn, he's walked off now. Some Kazakh guy having a video call with a friend of his, speaking Russian, explaining what they can see here. I wanted to ask him, in fact, if that is the word for castle. I think it is. Look, he's really enamored by it, look. Okay, I don't know what's going on at that end, because there were a few touches and nothing was said. At this end, as you can see, the hands are all over the horse. Oh, the officer's out. Which is interesting. I'm not really sure we're going to see a lot of people touching now. I wonder what the conversation is about. Is it, shall I arrest these peasants if they touch your horse? I wonder. Sorry, bro. Thank you. Bugs everywhere today, guys. Little flies and stuff. Yeah, the police are at the gate watching. I think what's going to happen, they've noticed that people are touching the horse. And if this lady touches the horse, I think she's about to get arrested. Look. What do we think? Yeah, just wander in, just push into her picture. Wow. Uh-oh. I sense a diplomatic incident being imminent. she wants to do it, but perhaps she won't. Oh. The officer's right at the gate, honestly, just waiting to come out and make an arrest. I swear. It's really good to see, though, actually, when she's on it like that, because if the tourists end up swarming the horse, they're quickly told to get away. I don't think we will see that this morning. However, it's only been 15 minutes since the palace guard change, give or take, finished. So there's still a lot of time between that ending and people making their way here to horse cars. I'm happy with this spot for a minute. I don't want to be right in front, because that way we get to see if the police come out and interject, because most people are going up this side. Most people are also equally being respectful. Okay, first sacrifice of the day. Okay, here it is. He's saying, don't be scared. I'll let you keep the dummy. It'll be a single bite and it'll all be over. People are just enjoying being outside today, I think, actually, strolling around, the weather, atmosphere. It's breezy, it's kind of heavenly, to be quite honest, folks. The thing is, now I'm at this end, there are more people at the other end. It happens every single time. Just when I'm thinking. Turkish hair clinic guys here again. That's going to need at least 2 courses, I would think. Maybe 3. Somebody at some point today has tried to feed the horse, or successfully has fed, I don't know because we weren't here, the horse an apple. Look, it's all over the floor in front of the horse, pieces of apple. Plus the horse got a really frothy mouth. So I wonder if that's what was happening a little bit earlier. She wants to touch the horse and interact with it, but sounds to me like her partner's saying don't do it. Yeah, quite a bit of apple actually falling on the floor. Okay, right, so they're starting to flow through the tunnel from the palace. This is when things typically get a little bit fruity. However, it's going to depend if they all come to this side or not. We will see, ladies and gents. Yeah, again, actually, at both ends, they've hung the signs perfectly straight. Oh, yeah, just walk into this lady's picture. Don't worry about the fact she's already there with the horse. Unbelievable, isn't it, really? Yeah, just stroll in. Setting a great example for a kid. How do you not realise that if someone's already standing next to the horse, it's probably because there's someone taking a picture of them whilst they're next to the horse, no? I mean, it's kind of logical. I thought we might go a whole morning without a V sign. Fat chance. Oh my goodness me, look. Mum just sends her over. Massive horse right there. They're already lining up in the yard ready for the changeover. Pretty chill so far, guys, I would say. Oh, a lot of little Vespa type bikes. I think there's some sort of ride down to Brighton today, possibly. Still lots of people turning up, but they're not actually yet going in front of the horse, which I guess is good for us. But now we're approaching the 3-week mark. I think that the new policy has worked, folks. I know we had massive uncertainty last weekend, but I think it works. And I think it actually works very well already. Okay, so they've closed the gate. Roughly 5 minutes or so until they start telling everybody to move. Other horses completely out of the box and super chill as well. We'll in a couple of minutes go to the other end and watch the new horses coming out through the box. Notice that the natural way that tourists behave is not to walk in and maul the horse. Yeah, some people might have a cheeky little touch, but I think over time, culturally, that will become an exception. Whereas for the past year, it's been the norm. Let's not forget, it's only been a few weeks. Almost all of these tourists that are here now had no clue there'd be a new sign when they booked their holidays. I'm sure a lot of people were actually hoping to travel here and be able to interact with the horse or to touch the horse. Okay, so they're about to clear everybody behind the bollards. Let's get ourselves to this end quickly before anyone else gets the same idea. There we are, it's better. Gosh, if only were always like this, guys. Troopers could almost feel like they're in 1975. I wonder if mind your back's in the police training manual, because they all seem to use that phrase, and it does seem to work. Laughing his smile, very happy. The big organised tour groups, in fact, have not really been seen very much this weekend. I wonder if for them, bookings have tailed off and they haven't got the numbers required to bring up 50, 60 people in one go. In other words, the economics are not mathing, so they decide, you know what, we won't bother. Because with those groups absent, there was one here yesterday, only one, but with those groups absent, either the usual 6 or 7, it is considerably more civilised here. Who's next? Get the last 1 or 2, give or take, before the change begins. It suddenly did get very busy. 1 second, folks. If I turn the camera over to the centre, you can see that the palace crowd definitely started to arrive. Really picked up a lot. Police now telling everybody it's time to move. The guy absolutely does not understand his clues. He's like, what? That's more like it, look.
Excuse me.
The trouble is they can just about fit. Look, there's not enough space actually behind the bollards in the centre area. This is the biggest problem that everybody's having right now. Way too many people, not enough space, alas. Pity, eh? But it is what it is. Okay, so who will be swapping over with this beauty? Yep, don't worry, curly hair, just walk in front of the camera. Oh, officer's in a good mood today. Last two, got lucky. At that end, the other officer said no, get back to those tourists. Notice, she's super firm with the tourists, and I personally think that's ideal. I really do. And there's a lot of you mentioned. I did notice this yesterday in the comments, folks. I have no idea. Hand on heart, I promise you, I have no idea if the lady officer watches the channel. But if she does, then of course she'll be well aware of the fact that a lot of you admire her professionalism, as indeed do I. Might ask her one day actually when I'm here in my normal life and not filming, if she knows how much she's appreciated and respected, not just here in London, the UK, but around the world. I can't tell you which horse it is, guys, because like yesterday, it's a hoof on this one. I mean, I can show you. Look, there's pretty much nothing to see. I mean, there's not even. I can't even read the RHGD on the horse's right hoof, so zero chance of seeing a number. Pity. I'm sure this is not a new one, but it is a beauty, especially that forelock. Okay, there's the nod, and off we go. Is like, that's my best friend coming out now. Never ever tire of the sound of that bell. What's that? Me too. Okay, bye beauty. So probably see you on Wednesday when you come back, or possibly tomorrow morning. The last night this horse has got to sleep over with his friends before he goes back to Hyde Park tomorrow morning. Now, if I had to bet, if I were a betting man, I'm not, I would guess this is a new one for two reasons. The shoes are very, very new. However, one second. I still can't see a clear number. The hooves are super polished. One second. Still looking for the mythical Zara that we've not yet seen. Nope, there's no chance of reading that number, guys. It's 5 and then something, but it's a mush. Oh. Faffing all over the place. What do you think, people? Is this a new one? The shoes are much, much, much newer than the other horse. So either it's an older horse that's been reshoed very recently, or this is actually one of the new Z horses. I really couldn't begin to tell you guys. Looks young. No, the horse looks really young. Wait till they finish in just a moment, and then we'll wander to the other end. The other one's got a very, very, very unusual blaze. Okay, so that's it, that's done. Everyone's now starting to move. Let's get ourselves along here quickly before another massive flood of people emerge from the yard and it gets completely bonkers. Okay, so here we are, guys. We're right
No, you're not allowed to talk.
in front. Oh, this troop. Wait, hold on a second.
Next to it.
Ah, it's great to see this trooper back. He's now sporting a moustache. No bid for this fellow. He's like, you know what? I don't look like everyone else. I want a moustache. Been a while, actually, since we've seen him. And he's on a real beauty. I'll try and pull the number for this one shortly. We're going to have chaos for a little while now, guys. You can see, look, the palace build-up got stuck at the end of the tunnel, and now they're all flooding through at the same time. But hey, let's not worry about that. Let's focus on Horsey, and let me see if I can pull the number for you. Again, exceptionally clean shoes on this horse. So either recently reshoed or another new horse. Trouble is, he's got one foot behind the other.
Tu te mets là. Allez, va avec elle alors.
Right, got the number. 1 second, people. Let me compare it.
Vous mettez devant le panneau comme la madame, d'accord? Moi, je vous prends bien. Donc, allez-y, vite.
Thor. This is Thor. 100% this is Thor. Now that's a very, very clear hoof number. Crystal clear. Which surprised me for two reasons. One, we thought we'd seen Thor at the other end yesterday. I guess that was a 9 then, not a 0 that we saw yesterday. This is Thor. The number is crystal clear. There's no mistaking this horse being Thor. So at least we got one of the two. In fact, he is so flipping handsome. The horse, that is. He deserves his own little place on today's Instagram. Absolute beauty, this one. Oh wow, hold on guys, I took one single shot, wait for this. Looks like the horse is smiling and the trooper's gazing off into the distance, like Alexander the Great. Wait, let me post this now. Gosh, that came out really well. Still, guys, I'm just posting this. It's not easy to post to Instagram when the sun's on your phone screen. Searching for the hammer emoji for. There it is. Thor. Hammer. Oh, I should put it as Thorn. 1 second. Thor hammer. Posted. That's a super shot. In fact, I think that might well be the picture of the week. Lovely. Happy horse, happy trooper.
Hey, Jack.
Given the number of people standing to my left and right, if all goes well until the end of the video, it'll be a huge surprise. Bro, hello. Okay.
Okay, guys, make sure when you shut the host, say hi, yeah? Yeah.
Want someone that's going to take pictures and like Adrian with you?
Okay.
Adrian. It's much more better.
What? In video in this weekend. Yeah?
Okay, folks, we got that £1,000 prize for the first horse that says hi to the horse.
How much are you?
Is she going to win the £1,000? No, if this lady says hi to the horse, she gets a... I'm joking because I... You actually think I was being serious, no?
No, I thought you were talking to someone else. My goodness.
Yeah, no £1,000 winner, guys. They have to say thank you to the... Oh, damn it, we missed it. Sorry, I'm talking to my video, not to, not to someone else.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Hey, if I had a £1,000 prize for the tourists, I'd be broke, I tell you, because everything happens here. Oh, also be nice, be gentle.
You do this often?
Typically 4 mornings a week, popular YouTube channel. So I mean, why not? People, I mean, look at how many people are here looking at this, watching this, taking pictures.
Yeah, I know.
People love to watch this around the world.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
crazy popular. Where are you
I
guys
love
from?
to watch it too.
Where are you from?
Yeah, we're from this London.
Oh, you're from?
Yeah.
Yeah, but originally Filipino.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, really? Ah. Okay, that was a good guess, wasn't it? Do you come here often to look at this yourselves, as Londoners?
No, not really.
No. Is this well known about in the Philippines? Filipino people know about the kingsguard.
I was born here. I don't know much.
Ah,
Yeah, we
okay.
do know.
Yeah, oh, you do know. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's busy. There wouldn't be this many people here watching and so on, taking pictures and videos and the rest of it.
I really like watching the kingsguards and the horses.
It is pretty relaxing, isn't it, to be honest, on a Sunday morning. Plus, I can't think of another city in the world you could go to and see this, anywhere. Where else would you see, you know, a mounted ceremonial guard on a horse in a box on a Sunday morning?
Tita, here.
It's unique to us as Brits, you know, pretty much.
Hard work, you know.
Yeah, big time, especially when it's super hot.
Yeah.
Last week when it was 33, 34, they were still here. They were watering the horses and bringing some water for the soldiers, but that is mad hot, you know? Crazy hot to be sitting in the box in that woolen uniform with like the metal breastplate. Okay guys, the next challenge will be the first Filipino people that come up and It's funny, the reason I guessed straight away that you were Filipino, there are 2 guys here, friends of mine that I know very well, that film daily, that are Filipino. One is right here, guy with sunglasses. Yeah. So it's a good thing. That actually means, wait, you're already in today's video then. One second. No, wait, let me show you the channel. 1 second.
Can I follow you somewhere?
Yeah, of course you can.
In YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
Are you that guy?
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, you're one of those guys.
You don't know this channel, come on. You don't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use social media that much.
Neither do I, to be honest.
What's my YouTube button? There you are.
But you're roughly at the 45-minute mark of today's video, I think. Roughly.
Okay.
Easy money, huh?
I mean, to be honest, it's a funny thing. You know, I live in Italy. The channel is monetized. The channel does make. Yeah. The channel does make money, but this is done because it's a hobby. It's a lot of fun, you know. And how else do you get to meet a lot of interesting people? So many interesting tourists. Yeah. Some, in fact, most very respectful, but sometimes some people are unbelievably disrespectful. Yeah, a few days ago, a Chinese guy walked in the box behind the horse and just kind of stood there, like as though he was lost. Yes. Yep, all kinds of weird things happen here. American tourist that end, the day before yesterday, was telling the soldier he needs to smile more.
Yeah.
Basically telling him like, how to do his job, trying to make him laugh. Just, it's very curious. But a lot's changed here. The sign, you see the sort of "Don't touch the horse" sign. They only hung that sign 2 weeks ago, but a lot of people are still touching the horse, which obviously is a problem. Cool. See, guys, rule breaker. What do we think should happen to Tower of London?
What are you going to charge?
To be honest, I mean, some of the soldiers are really kind of like, don't touch the horse or get back, and some of the police too. But when it's this busy, this many people,
You just can't, it's like, you're not going to shout like everyone.
exactly. Plus, I think some of the horses are probably very, very sociable and like to be touched, and maybe that's why some of the soldiers let some of the horses be touched. But it's a problem because if you have a sign that says don't, and some people do, that means everyone will. So it either needs to be everyone can or everyone can't, no?
Yeah, but there's a sign there.
Exactly.
They must
Yeah.
follow.
But I think so many people come out of this side from Buckingham Palace and they don't even see that the sign is on the wall. It needs two signs though, one each side of the box.
And we can't read the sign.
Yeah, and that, yeah. A lot of people can't read the sign as well. I think somebody tried to give the horse an apple at some point this morning. I didn't see it. Oh. What do you think, guys? Is the horse going to quit? Will he make it to the 1 hour mark? Yeah, I'm not convinced myself, guys. He might make it, might not. Funny because the horse looks super young, but it's definitely Thor, 100%.
Oh, I'm getting sent out. So.
That's the other upside, no free tans. This actually is one of the brightest, warmest spots in the whole of central London because of the stonework really pushes up the light, man. Nobody needs to waste money on sunbeds, folks. If you're tourist visiting London, just come and stand here for an hour and you're good to go. Vitamin D dose. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
Massively, yep.
I'm always watching it on my Facebook.
Ah, so you're a bit of a horse fanatic,
Yeah. Always this side.
This side seems to be the one where either the box is haunted or something always happens because often the horses quit, they'll like come out, run around, sometimes they'll just go, they'll be done. But almost every time it happens this side.
Yeah.
Hardly ever that end. Why would that be? Curious, eh? Haunted. I think this box is haunted. Guys, we're not going to see anyone touch the horse in today's video, unfortunately. It hasn't happened yet, and it probably won't. Oh, I thought he was going to headbutt the horse, but I think he bowed. Was that bow? It was like, nice to meet you, Mr. Horse.
I don't know.
Oh, that pouring on the cobbles. Am I surprised, guys? Because I did think that the first time somebody reached out to touch the trooper's horse, he wouldn't mention it. That said, I don't know if we've seen him recently here.
See you later, mate.
Hey, nice to meet you guys, yeah? Take it easy. Pleasure. I'm not sure, I can't remember, guys. We know this trooper, we recognise him. He's been in the Blues for longer than I've been filming. But I can't remember if he's been here recently or whether today is his first time in the box in some time. Because instinctively I didn't recognise him when I saw the tash. So I don't know. I mean, fundamentally, I don't know. I would love to know and be able to give you an explanation of why it is that some people are permitted and many are not. Because I know the inconsistency is jarring, believe me, I really do. Interesting. Definitely going to be. Hold on a second. Let me move myself back behind the bollard, guys, because Horsey decides to move out of that box quickly. It's going to be a problem. Wow, I can't believe she's got a long coat on in this weather. Crazy. John Markovich in his younger days on the right. Oh, hold on, wait, somebody's got carrots, folks. Someone, I'm sure, in a second is going to try and feed the horse. They just dropped some carrot pieces. Look, there they are. I thought somebody had dropped something, but definitely carrot pieces. I think this lady has got some carrots in her bag. If not, I have no idea who just dropped the carrots. Oh, that's it, horsey. Bite his hand off. Oh, I just slathered all over his jacket. Folks, let's look at it logically. Now, the trooper would obviously be doing what he's been told to do. Or conversely, he wouldn't be not following orders. The curious thing about that being, it might well be that this horse is a known super sociable one. Oh my god, crazy close to the kid's head. And as such, he's happy for the public to touch him. I don't know. I wish I could state with unequivocal certainty, but the trouble is the rules are not published anywhere. Yes, we could argue the sign says don't touch the horse, so nobody should be allowed to touch the horse. However, that sign could have well been put up more as a legal disclaimer, in other words, added on to that legal disclaimer above, so that people, for example, who might have used the defence they couldn't read English, I understand can't read English, I'm sure a successful lawyer would easily be able to argue that, hey, you don't need to read English, you see there's a sign, a universal sign that says don't touch the horse. But then again, if it were that simple, why would some troopers not be letting anyone touch their horses? See how complicated it is? It's typical British inconsistency. The thing that we're the best at probably in the world, we say one thing whilst meaning something entirely different. He's looking at the police horses, wondering why he can't join them at the stables across the road. He does, to be fair, guys, come across as being a particularly sociable horse, doesn't he? Let's be honest. Plus, we know now, because it's Thor, that he's not a new horse, and obviously the regiment will be well aware of his temperament. What really surprised me is the fact that we've almost hit an hour. We've just got here. Madness, isn't it? They're actually licking our hands and stuff. Oops, Tori's picking up a piece of apple from the floor to give to the horse. Curious. Again, almost the exact opposite of what we saw here yesterday. I'm quite surprised actually, people can just think they can pick up any sort of whatever on the floor and stick it in the horse's mouth. Wow, I better thank you for that lovely lady tourist. Let's look on the bright side, folks. Despite the touching, most people are being very well behaved. I will not be titling this video ASMR because it's not going to have that effect on you people. It's not going to relax you. I mean, maybe some of it will, but in equal measure, I think people in the comments are going to be a bit upset that we've still got the inconsistency re-emerging, especially after the troopers kept it super consistent. Surprised to see the touching again though. Surprised to see so much touching this morning. Yesterday it didn't happen at all, and today everyone's back. Did you see when somebody gave the apple?
Yeah, I made the video.
Did the horse ate the whole apple? Yeah. Trooper was okay, didn't say a word. Interesting.
She asked the guard.
Ah, she asked and he said okay, yeah. Ah. Okay, so the apple feeding lady did ask for and was given permission. A lot of parents are saying to their kids don't touch before they go over to the horse. They got a good picture for sure. Nine out of every 10 tourists here today has got a brilliant picture. The light is absolutely superlatively perfect. Those small folks, just like yesterday, not a single raised voice in the yard. No crowding, no pushing, no shoving. Everything is very, 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 very naturally flowing. Got a real sort of early spring vibe, actually, just with a touch of Easter. It was like it then. Disappointed it went so quickly though, as it always seems to these days, guys. We get here and it's over pretty much. Just I'm getting into the rhythm of things. Notice one thing we haven't had today. I don't know why we haven't, because they are there. We've had no chitsman or gatesman changeover yet, but more importantly, we haven't had the gatesman leaving the yard to come out to the front to do the rounds. I can't remember. I don't think we had it yesterday either. I wonder why the gatesman is not doing his or her rounds. I did wonder, kind of like, what's missing? So almost like I've kind of forgotten something to bring something with me. That's what it is. Yeah, no gatesman. Be interesting if the lifeguards are back on it with a gatesman tomorrow. Oh well. 1 second, guys. Look at this. Very beautiful police horse. The far one. Look at this. Ah, I wanted to catch the face. That's a real beauty, that one. Such an unusual face. Didn't quite get it. Another carrot. Look on the bollard. Somebody's left a piece of a carrot. I think I'm losing my voice slightly, guys. So I need to preserve it for tomorrow. This is why in the end yesterday I decided not to go into part 2, because I thought if I do that, the voice might be gone entirely. And you can see it's somewhat faltering now. It's super annoying, but hey, if I rest it this afternoon, it'll be working again tomorrow. Oh, look, she's actually saluting. A salute and a thanks from this lady. How kind. Actually, is this not the trooper that we saw yesterday in the box? I think it was the last trooper that was in the box. Pretty sure he is. Well, it's the same guy. fact, the reason he's out, trooper, is to check the temperature. Look. I don't think they're going to take them off, in all honesty. I mean, they might, but... Sorry, guys. I really hate doing that when I'm in the middle of the video, but it's the only way to bring my voice back to a normal tone. So yes, we are back with a clear voice. However, we're also at the end, ladies and gents, but not for long. Tomorrow is Monday, tomorrow is a guard change, and we all know what that means, don't we? Yes, we do. Lifeguards are back. So our closing shot is through those front open gates, ladies and gents. I think we got enough touchy in today's video. But at the same time, we've got a lot of very, very nice, friendly, respectful, happy tourists and their friends and family. So all good in the end. People, that was not a negative video. Elements of negativity, but overall, very positive. Guys, enjoy the rest of the weekend, what is left of it, the last bit of Sunday, and I'll be back tomorrow. New week, lifeguards, and I'm going to be very surprised if we haven't got a lot of new faces in the lifeguards that come over tomorrow. Okay, bye for now, guys. Back soon.
Level.